Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Shuffle Squad. It's Zachlesage and PJ. We're going to be playing some new Astral Radiance decks, and we built up both Darkrai and Palkia. I'm going to be playing Darkrai, PJ's going to be playing Palkia, and really starting to discover these new decks. How's it going, PJ?
Pretty good, Zach. I'm very excited to try out these brand new decks here. Astral Radiance seems to be like a fantastic set, a fantastic addition to our metagame here as well. So I'm really just interested to see how the new cards interact with some of the old cards. To be honest, the decks that we're playing today, very reminiscent of past decks too. So I think that that's really cool to see them in action. I did unfortunately get a mulligan the first time
Same
around.
here, same here.
Double mulligan, always what you want to see, right?
Right? Darkrai is very reminiscent of past Darkrai iterations, and I mean, Palkia to me seems if Ice Rider and Suicune had a baby. So,
yes.
Very, very cool decks overall. PJ won the coin flip, so he's going to be going first. We're going to be keeping it casual, competitive here.
Yeah.
So if anyone has any questions or anything else like that, by all means, feel free to ask in the chats. And there is going to be a link to the translations that we used. PJ's cards are actually the English translated version proxies, whereas mine are in Japanese. So if there's anything you need to know, by all means, it's in the description. You got a basic, you're all good to go?
I'm ready to go, Zach.
Alright, let's flip.
Alright, my poor lonely little Sobble up here.
Perfect, we love to see it.
Alright, I'm going to go draw for turn. I'm going to put down another Sobble on the bench. An Origin Palkia V on the bench here too. And then what I think I'm going to do is just pass my turn this time
Pass
around.
your turn, gotcha. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pick up. My hand's a little bit awkward. I think I'd really like to see some different things in here, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm going to go for Quick Ball, discarding a switch to start it off hot. And I'm going to go through here. I just want to get a Darkrai V out. I got some decent stuff in my hand, but I mean, first step is same thing. These V-Star decks and V-Max decks, you really need to get out some things. So let's give that a good shuffle.
Yeah, and with a deck like Palkia, you really want to go wide, and I love, like, my jaw is chomping here that you're gonna set your wide board state up, and I'm just gonna annihilate. That's what I'm hoping for.
Well, yeah, I mean, we'll definitely see how that goes. So we got the Darkrai down. Darkrai is not super good or relevant. I mean, it's a 50 or 130 in a sleep.
Yep.
So basically, I'm only going to be using it for the Darkrai VSTAR Means to Evolve. Card that I think is really cool and that I think we're going to see a lot of play in decks is Trekking Shoes. So I look at the top card of my deck. Going to see, don't show PJ. I could either put that into my hand or I could discard it and draw another card. I'm definitely going to discard this. So that was a really lucky pull, but we got a lot of darks in the deck. And then I'm going to draw my other card. Ooh. Just it's
Trekking Shoes. I love the ooh on Trekking Shoes. That's always a plus. I miss Acrobike.
Play a Dark Patch. Dark Patch is a reprint, in case anyone's knowing. And the first time that we go with these cards, I do want to explain what each one does. So you can attach a Dark Energy card from your discard pile to one of your bench Dark Pokemon. So you can see that we're already starting this to load things up. I'm gonna have to actually attach this Dark Energy to the Galarian Moltres V. I'm a little scared it might get knocked out, but YOLO, you only live once. And I'm going to put one of those TC evolutions. I know people are going to ask where we got them from. I'm going to use Crobat to draw 4. Quick Ball here. Cards in hands.
Or 5?
5, gotcha. For Bidoof. So I like that I'm able to discard a lot of these cards and see exactly what's going on.
Yeah. When you can churn through your deck like that, it's really just such a great feeling on something that wants to load up quickly. You know, at the beginning of the game, having all the dark energy at your disposal is really just the best thing you want to see from any sort of dark box-esque deck
so I just
that you
double check
play.
for the Bidoof quick.
Yeah.
Want to make sure that I have a quick look through this entire deck.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, I want to go there. It's just because we also have the Radiant Greninja, which allows you to draw, so I have another Trekking Shoes. So I don't. It's hard to like. Do you play Trekking Shoes or not? I think I go for the Bidoof for maybe next turn. Trekking Shoes. Look at the top card.
I feel like you're playing Mew VMAX over here. So
I'm
many
actually gonna
cards,
keep
so
this
fast.
card. Yeah, we're rolling through cards. I am gonna. Do I want to use that ability or do I want to use the Dark Patch? That's the big question here. Do I want to use the ability? I think I need to use the ability because next turn might be a brighter turn. So we're gonna use the ability, and I'm actually just gonna go ahead and pass my turn to you. I don't want to load up my bench too much.
All right, draw for turn. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna play an Ultra Ball, and I'm gonna discard an Energy and a Boss's Order. We're gonna go in to the deck.
I found when I was playing Palkia the other day, I was doing a coaching session. I tried poking Palkia for really like one of my early times, and I found that its VSTAR power is amazing. So once during your turn, you can attach up to 3 water energies from your discard pile to your water Pokemon any way you like. That might be the second most powerful VSTAR that we have going on, next to Arceus.
For sure.
Might be more powerful than Arceus, to be honest. Like, energy acceleration's huge, and that's a good one.
And just to have, like, water, I think water has taken such an uptick in play as of recently because it's just so easy. I mean, look at Arceus. Overall, it's playing water as the majority of play. You do have, obviously, the Dark attackers that go against Mew as a counter, but, I mean, just straight Inteleon, Arceus is playing just water. I mean, there are Ice Rider decks out there. Suicune, if you saw the regional for Salt Lake City, I mean, Suicune was in the finals, right? There we go, card popping out here. So I'm just going to shuffle up the deck, but I am going to evolve active and use Shady Dealings. We're going to go in.
Shuffling the deck to search for Shady Dealings. Typical, it's one of those ones that you gotta watch out for in real life play because, like, online, you're just so used to doing it, finishing the action, concluding. Whereas in real life, like, you want to go through those multi-searches, not to make things confusing, but shuffling can waste a little bit of time there, so it does make it a little bit difficult.
We're gonna play the Scoop Up Net and put this back to hand. We're gonna put the Palkia active, bench a Sobble. Then I'm gonna evolve. Over here, we're going to use Shady Dealings again.
Yep.
Now, it's interesting here. I could go one of 2 different ways. I could either start attacking and waste my VSTAR, or I can hope to draw into something good and still get, you know, an attack off. Stadium card, reveal it, and put it in my hand. I think we're just going to go for the safer play for now, and we're going to go into a Melanie.
Yeah, I find that, like, the VSTAR ability of Star Portal is really one of those things where I don't know when I really want to pull that trigger early on.
Right. So we're going to go ahead and, like I said, use the Melanie here and get the energy out of the discard pile, attach it, and then draw 3, 2, 3. Okay.
I really hope you don't get the knockout here.
I will attach active and then play a Path to the Peak just in case we don't see anything like the Dire Flame Wings come into play here.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to just thin the deck a little bit and use Domain Ruler. So the Palkia here, 220 hit points. It's got Domain Ruler. Search your deck for a Stadium card, reveal it, and then put it into your hand. Then you can shuffle your deck. Then the second attack is 200. You can't use that again. Called Hydro Break for now. That's the translation. So again, going to search my deck and find a Stadium card. Really just to thin the deck at this point. I'm going to find the Training Court here.
Perfect. I'm also, whenever I find that I'm playing against a webcam game, I usually put this there to know that my opponent has a Stadium in play. Just or something's going on.
So you don't play one.
Just so I don't... just so I don't forget that there's a path in play.
Yes. All right.
So I'll pick up for my turn.
Yeah.
Oh, that was actually pretty good, actually. So you have 220 HP. I mean,
correct.
Before I do anything, I do have Darkrai VSTAR here, so I'm pretty happy about that. So I do 30 plus 30 for each Dark Energy in play. Currently, I'm doing 120. I need to attach another 4 energies, I believe, in order to get the knockouts. Because so I'm trying to do some things here, and I think what I need to do is unfortunately discard Ultra Ball, Dark Patch, and Switch.
Oof. Okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit tough, but I am able to grab a Bibarel here. I think that's one of those cool things. I can start drawing. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you might be fine with just like Crobat and Radiant Greninja or Sparkling Greninja, but I think you need a little bit more. I'm still like, I struggled a lot with building the engine for this deck. And it's also like really early lists, everyone, so it's one of those things where like we're still figuring it out just as much as everyone else. We just want to show it to the whole world so that you can see our process and maybe you can expedite the metagame a little bit more. So
yeah, definitely check out the deck lists in the description too, because you can take those deck lists and then use them on your own, see what works, see what doesn't work, make your cuts, make your ads, and then build the perfect deck. And then definitely let us know.
I do have a training court here, so I am going to bump your path. Yep. That's why I had to go with the harsh discard. So let's start it off with Industrial and Scissors. I think that's a great place to start this turn off. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be really weird. So I'm trying to get enough in here. So my VSTAR ability is actually like what makes Darkrai really cool. I can get back 2 item cards at any time. Right. Or I believe it's 2 trainer cards, or is it item cards?
It is item cards, yes.
So I mean, I do think it's a good time for me to. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm just trying to determine how do I want to do this actually. Oh, okay. I have an idea. So I'm gonna go. Does that work? I think I figured this out. You're like,
sure. The gears are turning.
I'm gonna use my VSTAR ability to grab Switch and Quick Ball.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and go into my deck with Quick Ball, discarding a Dark. Come on, Private. For Galarian Moltres.
Ooh, okay. I see 3 energies in the near future.
It's not the perfect setup, but like we're doing okay.
Now, does your deck play ways other than Dark Patch to recover energy? Obviously, you have the Direform Wings, but anything else? Yeah.
I'm going to use my Malevolent Charge ability. Here goes. I'm going to go ahead and use this ability. That is 4 energies in 1 turn. And then I'm going to play Switch. So with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus, that's 210, plus the base damage, I do 240, and I will take the knockouts.
Perfect. Alright, we're going to put Drizzile active. Then I will draw for turn. I'm going to play down the Shady Dealings Inteleon.
Sure.
Go into deck. Top deck mode. Here we go. So we're going to get 1 and then 2 things out here. I am going to play down the Raihan.
Yep.
Attach active.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna go into the deck. This is where I almost wish that I teched in Palpad.
Could be cool. I also think the Starmie V in this set is really cool too, because you could beam down and knock me out in response.
Right. I'm gonna get an Origins Palkia. I know I'm not supposed to show you, but I'm gonna put it right on the bench anyway.
I mean, we all figure it out. Like I said, like we said, it's casual, competitive. We'll figure it out.
All right. We're gonna use the Training Court here. Get that back. Patch active. I will Quick Ball away a Water Energy.
Sure.
I can go in and get another Sobble. Play a Drizzile. Shady Dealings for... I'm gonna get an Evo Incense.
Yep. I really want to take care of that Palkia before it comes too late. If I could ever find a boss's orders, that'd be a very good turn. Also, if I could just find a supporter in general, like I have not played a single supporter, so shout out to my supporters for being in there somewhere.
Not showing up to work.
Yeah, definitely not showing up to work.
Playing hooky. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop your Galarian Moltres for 20 with Aqua Bullet, but
120 to the active, 20, 120?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, I asked for a supporter, and then I get what I don't want. I think first I want to go Trekking Shoes, see what this is.
Sure.
I'm going to discard that, pick up this other card. Quick Ball away a Quick Ball. I want to grab another Darkrai V so I could have things set up in case you do get out your Origins formed Palkia. At least now that I'm like, my deck's doing things, I can now properly play it. I think that's the big thing. It's hard to play like these new decks for the first turn because you're still figuring it out. Like, it's not like Mew where I have hundreds of reps with it.
Exactly.
Or even like Arceus decks where I'm like, okay, I'm not the best Arceus player in the entire world, but I know what I'm doing with those decks. I'm gonna attempt to draw with Industrial and Scissors first.
Sure. Yeah, just like I think that turn that I put the Palkia up front, that was obviously a misplay. Just because I was just hoping to draw in. I have so many.
Well, I also had to get a lot to get that off too, right?
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
I'm gonna play a Marnie.
Sure.
So let's shuffle this hand up.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Apparently, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to find energies than I originally thought. That's okay though. I'm going to go ahead and knock out your active.
Okay. Right, here comes Drizzile. Draw for turn. Cards in hand?
I have
4?
6 now.
6, got it.
Yeah, because I played nothing off the Marnie.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So we're gonna Training Court. Use the Training Court. Then I will evolve into the Origins Palkia.
Yep.
We're gonna use and Irida, and that's a brand new supporter card. So Irida, what it does, you can search your deck for a water Pokemon and an item card. You reveal them and then put your them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So obviously in a deck like this, very good.
For sure, for sure.
Oh, I definitely don't want to get knocked out this turn. So I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna get a Drizzile, and then I'm going to get, and here's where this card is really good. I'm gonna get a Cross Switcher.
It's a little spooky.
All right. I'm gonna play the Cross Switchers, and I'm gonna cross switch with your Darkrai on the bench.
Okay.
And I'm gonna bring my Sobble up front.
Sure.
Attach Palkia. And then I think I'm gonna pass turn for now. I don't want to use the ability just yet.
Gotcha. My hand's really awkward, so that's cool. I'm gonna go with Trekking Shoes.
Yep. Now with Trekking Shoes, do you get the option of just putting that card into your hand and not drawing another? Okay.
Makes it a little bit tough on its own, but
yeah.
I'm gonna keep this in my hands.
Sure.
I'm gonna go Choice Belt onto the. Let's go onto the Darkrai VSTAR. It's
sure.
Tough for you to get the knockout. Yeah, I can't lower my hand size, so I have to discard a Boss, a Dark Patch, a Radiant Ninja, a Training Court, and a Bibarel. Yeah, kind of awkward, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you can get there, you get there.
Ultra Ball, away a Dark, and a Bidoof.
Sure.
I'm really running low on resources here. I'll attach for my turn.
Yep.
The barrel for 2. Attach the Galarian Moltres with my ability. And then I'm going to pass my turn to you.
Sure. I will draw for turn.
Yep.
Go into, or I'm gonna attach here.
Yep.
I will play the Training Court that's in play.
Yep.
I'm gonna use Ordinary Rod 2. That goes back to hand. Ordinary Rod's gonna get the Inteleon and a Drizzile. I think I'm just gonna save the energy. We're just gonna put the Pokemon back in.
Sure.
I'm gonna play down a Drizzile, and we'll Shady Dealings.
I'm gonna count the cards that I have in my deck. 9, in case anyone's wondering.
I'm gonna use Evolution Incense. Evolution Incense is gonna go back in and get the Shady Dealings Inteleon. I'm gonna play that down on the bench and get. Let's see here. Definitely gonna get a Scoop of Net.
Sure. Another cool play is that you could use the VSTAR ability and actually manually retreat things like Drizzile and stuff like that too.
Right. They're going to get a boss's orders.
Yep. It's gonna be fun times.
Alright, here we go. So I will scoop up the Drizzile.
Sure.
Bring this up here. I think now I'm going to use the ability. I know it seems kind of
The
whack.
V-Star ability.
Yeah, the V-Star ability. I know
Well, I mean,
there's
it's good
only
because
one.
it might get knocked out, right? Like, it's one of those
Right.
things where, like, you got to be able to use your cards when you still have them, and a lot of players just don't necessarily get that point.
And then I will boss's orders up. Let's see. How much am I doing? So let's see.
That's a good question.
20. So there's 100 on your side, 2040 on my side. So 140 plus 60, that's only 200.
Yeah.
So that seems...
You either bench another Pokemon to be able to hit the range of Moltres. Everything else is knockout range because this has one.
Yeah. Alright. I think we're gonna boss's orders up the Moltres.
The Moltres? Okay, cool.
Yep. The big boy. With all the energies on him. Let me see your guy, dude. Alright, attach Choice Belt.
Gotcha.
And Spatial Swell. So Spatial Swell, it's 60 plus. It's the same attack as Suicune V. 60 plus 20 for each benched Pokemon on both sides of the board. So Zach has 5, so that's 100. I have 2, so that's 40. So it's 140 plus 60 plus the Choice Belt. That should be enough for a knockout.
So that's putting you to 4. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't really see how I'm going to be getting a knockout this turn. But okay. Let's send up this Darkrai VSTAR.
Sure.
I think. Pick up for my turn. Okay. So with 6 energies, 6, that's 180, 210. I'm just gonna go Training Court, grab that one. I don't want to play anything else down. I'm gonna hit you for 210. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's 180, 190, 200, 210. Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, I will draw for turn. I'm going to quick ball away a water energy. Go into the deck. Find the Palkia V.
Sure. That's the thing that's tough when these V-Star Pokemon start getting two-shot. It's like, it's gross because they're only it's like kind of like playing against a single prize card deck at that point.
Exactly. Alright, Sparkling Greninja, I'm going to play that down. So this one, very similar to the Prism Star cards, where you can only have one in your entire deck, has the ability Secret Asset, where you get to discard an energy card, and then you could draw 2 cards. But being a basic Pokemon, instead of having it evolve into Greninja, Greninja's one of my favorite Pokemon, so I love having it in the deck. We're going to use Secret Asset, discard the only card in my hand, and draw 2. 1, 2. I will use the Training Court attached to this Palkia here. Then, let's see. I will bench a Manaphy, of all things. Just in case you have any sniping Pokemon in the deck, which I don't think you do. So let's calculate this here. You have
5
80
on your side, I have 4 on my side. That's 180 plus 60, 240 plus Choice Belt 270, which is enough for a knockout.
And that's a knockout, so Spatial Swell for knockout.
Yeah, not what I was hoping for at all there.
Ooh.
So you have 2 prize cards left. I have 3
Mm-hmm.
prize cards left. It's gonna be a yikes, dog. I'm gonna send up Galarian Moltres.
Sure. And you could see the comeback potential from these decks. I mean, on both sides, really. Zach had a strong start of the game, and then Palkia is just able to swing out of it.
Yeah, Palkia is a heavy hitter for sure. I'm gonna attach an energy for my turn.
Yep.
I'm gonna use Training Court, getting back a Dark Energy. I'm gonna go ahead and use Fiery Wrath for the knockout, putting myself down to 1 prize card.
Okay.
And I just have to hope that you just don't boss this up and knock it out.
Alright, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to bring up the Inteleon.
Yep.
We'll draw off for turn. I'm going to use Capacious Bucket twice.
It's a lot
One
of
of the deck.
energies.
It's a lot of energies. Actually, only getting the 2 out, which is totally fine. Just thinning, realistically, even though I know that I don't play that many. I think the deck plays 7 energies in total. I will not be using Training Court this turn because I know that's not going anywhere. We're going to attach to the active here. Then we're going to use Secret Asset to draw 2. 1, 2. Alright, I'm going to play down the Sobble, then use the Training Court.
Yep.
And just in case you want to get fancy here, we're going to Tool Scrapper your Darkrai VSTAR. Get that Choice Belt out of here. It scares me a little.
There, yeah.
And then Shady Dealings, putting 20 damage on your Darkrai VSTAR and taking a prize.
Aqua Bullet?
Yes.
Okay, bet. So that puts you down to 1 prize card.
Yes.
Darkrai, Dark Energy, Dark Patch. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 150. You have 160 HP, right?
Yes.
It's okay. I'll keep you guessing. I totally got Boss's orders. So I'm gonna use Boss's orders on like Manaphy.
Oh, okay.
And
Oof.
that gets me my last prize card. So I'm just gonna go for the knockout there.
Nice. Nice. Very cool. Very good cleanup at the end there.
So, would you like to go first game 2, sir?
Yes, I would. Actually.
Okay. See how it goes. I mean, I think both games were like a little awkward, but
yeah, that was a very good back and forth, and obviously being the first time we're both using these decks, like, we're gonna make mistakes with them. There's gonna be things that we're learning about the decks, for sure, but I mean, it feels like real Pokemon again. I don't know about you, Zach, but
yeah, I mean, there's lots of cool things. I mean, there's a lot of decks that we kind of grew up with, or decks that you saw from like the World Championships kind of era. Things are kind of familiar yet unique.
yes.
So,
It doesn't
cool.
feel like, you know,
it.
you're taking a knockout and that's half the game type of deal.
Yeah, that's very true.
Zach with his very unique shuffling style here.
Something you just develop over years.
Signature shuffle.
Start might be awkward.
Alright, let's see what happens here. I do get the basic, so that's good.
You got a basic this time?
I got 1 basic, yes.
Cool.
Let's do this.
And there's also 15 minutes left because we are doing a time game to keep it all good.
That's right.
So let's try to breeze through this game.
Sure. Alright, drawing for turn. I'm going to play down a Sobble. I'm going to play a Capacious Bucket. Go into the deck.
Mental note to self out loud: do not play down a bunch of basic Pokemon because Peach is gonna bot me.
All right, we're gonna go here and here. Am I gonna go back into the deck? I think so. I am going to use one of those water energies for a quick ball. Go into the deck and get a Sparkling Greninja.
Ooh, like it.
Then I'm gonna just shuffle the deck. Attach an energy and pass.
Gotcha. Pick it for my turn. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's go Trekking Shoes.
Mm-hmm.
I am gonna discard this. Pick up this. Quick Ball. Maybe I don't need to bench as many Pokemon. I'm gonna go for the Greninja here. Not Greninja there. I'm gonna change it up. I'm just gonna go for the Darkrai in case something happens to my bench Darkrai.
Gotcha.
It's also helpful because I have Dark Patch.
Yes.
And I'm gonna play Marnie.
Got it. 2, 3, 4.
Trekking Shoes. Look at the top card. Keep the top card. Galarian Moltres V.
Yep.
Don't have any energy in my discard pile for the Galarian Moltres V though, so that's not cool. I'm gonna pass my turn to you.
All right. I will
And
draw.
if you knock me up by
Fortune.
20, I totally deserve it.
All right. Let's see. Well, the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna play this Drizzile here and use Shady Dealings.
Yep.
Go into the deck. I think we're gonna start swinging here. We're gonna get a, hopefully, some way to evolve this Palkia. Okay, so there is an evolution incense in there. I think, well, we use the evolution incense to get the origin Palkia. I am going to use the secret asset here to draw 2 cards, 1 and 2. I'm going to bench a Sobble, bench an Origins Palkia, then use the VSTAR ability to attach here and also here.
That's so cool, and the fact that it doesn't have to be just one is crazy.
I know. So you have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, plus 60 is 180. Ugh. So close. I think I'm just going to swing for the 180 and call it a day.
That's fair. I will pick up for my turn. I'm going to put Greninja down.
Mm-hmm.
Research, discard Dark. Just gonna put these darks up kind of at the bottom so I can easily track how many I have going on there. I I don't think it's possible for me to pop off this turn, but like it might be. Ultra Ball away and Ultra Ball in a dark.
Oof. Is this deck profile loading a Clara into the deck?
I don't, but it's a card that I think I might want.
Yeah. I love Greninja as a draw support. I think that, you know, once we stop having the shady dealings in our format after rotation,
Yeah.
definitely a must-have. Ooh.
Yeah, maybe I don't need the Bibarel line. It might be a little bit. I think I might rather have like some extra tech cards.
Mm-hmm.
The Radiant Greninja might just be better.
Yeah. Play Luminion here to get you things
Choice
like
Belts. Choice Belts. Evolve.
Yep.
Crobats. Draw 6.
This deck could even utilize niche cards like Marnie's Pride. I know Bead used to be a card too that nobody ever used. But just putting energy on your Pokemon feels good.
For a Bidoof. I mean, so far I think it's going kind of okay. Like, I like my setup so far.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm getting a knockout, though. Trekking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to keep this card. Dark Patch. Dark Patch. I'm gonna put it on the Crobat this time so that it's not so sneaky. Use my ability.
Sure.
Do I want to draw another 2 cards? I think that's way too risky. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 180. Well, this would be 6, so let's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 180, 210, 240. I need to get an additional 2, so I'd have to find kind of a wild way to make that happen. I don't think I'm going to find a wild way to make that happen. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to attach there. I'm not using my V-Star ability or anything this turn, and I'm going to go ahead and not knock you out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 3, 240.
Got it.
So close. I mean, enough to knock out a UV max.
Right.
But
all right, here we go. Yeah, no, I hear you. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna Tool Scrapper both, even though it doesn't matter in the active, but Tool Scrapper both.
The one on the bench kind of matters, though.
Yeah.
Cool thing, I can get them back, though, with my V-Star ability.
Right.
I'm glad that I did not pull the trigger yet.
I'm gonna Level Ball here. Level Ball for the Drizzile. Drizzile is gonna use... I'm gonna evolve here and then use the Irida. Irida is gonna go ahead and search me. Let's see what we got here. And get an Inteleon. Also says item cards. But we can always, there's so many options with this deck too. So we got water Pokemon and an item card. I'm gonna get a Choice Belt also, just to hold in hand for next turn. I am gonna use the Inteleon Shady Dealings to go back in. And we're going to get an Evolution Incense and a Capacious Bucket. Capacious Bucket is going to thin the deck and get 2 water energy out of the deck. So did a lot that turn.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's make sure we put the things in our hand that belong in our... This goes here. This goes to the discard pile. This goes to hand. This goes to hand. And then these 2 go into the discard pile. Alright. I am going to actually use Secret Asset to draw 2.
Sure.
1, 2. Then I will just Spatial Swell for a knockout.
Gotcha. Pick up for my turn. Bibarel, Industrial, and Scissors. To draw 4. Evolve into Darkrai. Ultra Ball?
Yep.
Darkrai. Research.
Jeez, I just thought about it. Imagine dark patching to baby Moltres.
You definitely can, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to attach here for my turn.
Yep.
I'm going to use my VSTAR ability. Grab back Dark Patch, Dark Patch.
Yep.
Attach these 2 there. Ability. Switch. Into Crobats.
Sure.
And I'm going to use Crobat to get the knockout here.
Okay. It's down. I'm going to bring up the Palkia.
Yeah, I figured with the amount of Pokemon I had on my bench, it was probably way easier to sacrifice the Crobat, and I didn't have a good single prize card Pokemon.
Yeah, it happens. All right, so here's what we'll do. I'm gonna attach here. Gonna do another Shady Dealings Inteleon onto the deck. I'm gonna get Path and a Boss.
Sure.
Pull the deck. Don't put those in the discard. Alright, Evo Incense.
Oh, I'll draw my prize cards as well, sorry.
Sure.
I drew them on the game on our screen. I'm too busy clicking those. I'm like, okay, those are my prize cards.
Gonna use Evo Incense to get a Drizzile, Shady Dealings to get a Quick Ball. Use the Quick Ball off of an Irida. I don't think I necessarily need that. going to get the Origins Palkia, put it down on the bench.
Sure. Also, you're going to be turn 0.
Yes.
So you have to basically win the game in the next 2 turns.
2 turns.
I'm going to try to stop you from doing that. I think I can still win the game in time, but...
Alright, I'm going to put down Path.
Yep.
I will Boss's Order your Darkrai VSTAR on the bench.
Yep.
Then... let's see, 260.
Yeah, 260.
Choice Belt, and that's a knockout.
Well, at this point, with you having how many prize cards left? Baby Galarian Moltres only hits for 2.
That's only 250. Oh, yeah, because it's 200. Yeah, 220 is the total.
I'll pick it for my turn.
Yep.
Ultra Ball away a... Actually, how many cards? Yeah, we're good. Ultra Ball away Darkrai and a Marnie.
Mm-hmm.
For a Darkrai VSTAR.
Sure.
Let me go back in. Quick Ball away at Boss's Orders. For a Baby Galarian Moltres.
You ever think there's a world that they extend timers because now we're not hitting?
I don't know if they would. I can't say if they would or not. I'm going to draw 1 with Industrial and Scissors.
Sure.
Baby Galarian Moltres is going to go down.
Yep.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 240, 270. I'm going to go Marnie.
Sure.
I have 1, so I'm just going to go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Training Court. Dumping your Path.
Okay.
Attach for my turn. Grab this back from Training Court.
Sure.
Ability. And I'm going to go ahead and attack you for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 330 for the knockouts.
Nice. Very cool. Alright, I will put the Inteleon active. And what I'm going to do is
turn 2, just for what it's worth now.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to draw for turn. I will lay down the Palkia. I'm going to scoop up Nets. the Inteleon.
I wonder what this turn's gonna be. This looks
For
like
the
it's gonna be a cool
Sparkling
turn too. I was really hoping that the Marnie would get you.
I thought it would too, to be honest with you. Just gonna go in and get the energy from Training Court
Yep.
here. Play down Shady Dealings and Inteleon, go into the deck for a Raihan and a Cross Switcher. Play the Raihan, pull the energy here,
Yep.
go into the deck for the second Cross Switcher. Cross Switcher for your Crobat.
Yep.
Bring up the
That's-
Palkia V, and that's the game.
Yeah, so that's we're gonna call this one officially a tie, I guess.
Yes, yes. Well, as you saw, the power of both decks here, definitely, you know, without explaining the cards, possibly would have gotten to a game 3.
Maybe not
but
though. Like I feel like it was just like some like long gameplay.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. I think the more that obviously both of us play the game with these decks, the easier it's going to be to know the actions too.
Yeah.
So I think moving faster, but definitely something to keep in mind too. You know, going into the regionals that do have these cards, which should be after
think
the
it's
Milwaukee
Milwaukee.
regionals. Yes, yeah. So,
Milwaukee, I think
just,
it's legal in NAIC.
yeah, so NAIC, obviously a big one for the Shuffle Squad too. We're all going to be there. Think that, you know, we're definitely not going to Mickey Mouse it when we get there. We're going to play out a lot of these decks, and I really think that Palkia is super strong. Darkrai is obviously super strong. It pretty much annihilates Mew if it draws the way that Zach's build has been drawing. But both decks are feeling really strong. Zach, what do you think about both of these decks here?
I mean, I feel like Palkia to me seems like a very strong deck. Stronger than I thought Darkrai was going to be stronger than what it is. I think I want to cut the Bibarel line out of the deck. I know a lot of people are talking about Energy Factory wheezing, a lot of like Galarian wheezing. I even heard people talk about Hydreigon. I think the deck sets up well enough. If I had that extra bench space, maybe just like a couple more energies and some other search cards would have been really cool. But I'm going to play around with it. I think the VSTAR ability has a lot of unique ways to bring back other item cards, because I was just grabbing Dark Patches. Maybe Crushing Hammers would have been hot, or maybe
yeah. Isn't there a Morpeko that brings back the item card too, right?
Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll see something like Darkrai VSTAR and some kind of control element. Like, I think right now everything's really early, so those are some cool games, PJ. And again, our lists are both going to be in the description. We're probably going to start doing some more tabletop gameplay like this throughout our Astral Radiance and our Brilliant Stars formats back and forth, so we'll have to see how it goes. But thank you so much for watching, everyone, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and comment on the Shuffle Squad's YouTube channel. And if you want to check out any of my content, you can go to the Zach Lesage YouTube channel.
All right, everybody, take care.